my God. I didn't mean to be listening to that. Oh, stop. The things they put on the YouTube. So I was, why am I so dark? First of all, why is this so dark? This dark as hell. Let me see. That's a lot better. Okay, I was watching my phone, so I apologize about the cursing. It's on YouTube. So, but the reason I was doing this, no thank you, don't want to be a creator. The reason I was doing this is because I'm trying to, like these people are truly lost their minds. They're showing me everything except for what I want to see. Okay, this is the first one.
You've heard of Project 2025? Here's just a small sampling of what we can expect if it's enacted. It calls for eliminating the Department of Education, eliminating the Department of Commerce, deploying the military for the use of domestic law enforcement against protesters under the Insurrection Act of 1807. It also has the repealing of Schedule F status for thousands of federal employees to allow a president to replace career civil servants with unqualified partisan loyalists. That's probably my favorite of it. It also prohibits the FBI from combating the spread of misinformation and disinformation, like Russia and China, who are actively trying to interfere with American elections. I don't know why or how anybody can support Project 2025. They are telling us who they are. We should believe them.
You don't know how anybody could support 2025. Well, Representative Jasmine Crockett, do you know how it is that you have allowed illegal migrants that are not citizens to vote? See, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Jasmine Crockett, Comer, Senator Comer, put a name on it. We are out here running, us no-named people are literally out here running and trying to get our petitions signed, and you people are laughing at us. I'm not the only one. Y'all are laughing like this is funny. These are rich people fighting with rich people to see which rich people are going to remain in control of the rich people and our taxes. That's all this is. You got people like him. He's a Democrat. He'll grow up one day and realize and see the light. Probably be too late by then. But and then you have I made this video right here. I'm not going to play the whole thing.
Hello and good morning
So I made this video. Trump immunity.
Interesting.
Trump's immunity. As president, I will pay reparations and money for the people. So I'm trying to upload the video from when I made it. I'm trying to upload the thing, and Facebook, YouTube, probably WhatsApp. I made this 8 days ago. So this was on the 2nd that I made this video.
And I just want to do a quick video on it.
About the immunity. They are losing their mind.
I gotta fix my hair before I leave.
And when I say they, I don't know if I can pull them up real fast. But when I say they, I mean, let me go back. These people are going insane to go to home. Let me see if it's here. Who is that? Let me go to news. Just hitting on my phone. These people are all falling all over themselves on the news because where is it? I don't think I'm going to be able to find it because you're talking about it. Come on, please hurry. This takes me a long time because I had to.
Principle that no one is above the law is one of our most cherished values. The rule of law, the idea that the laws apply equally to all members of society, is fundamental to American democracy, distinguishing us from the autocracies and despots of the world. That desire for a just and lawful system of government was a driving force behind the American Revolution and the creation of the United States. U.S. Constitution, which enshrines this notion, stands as the supreme.
So what they're doing is about. They're. Oh my gosh, he's going to destroy the democracy. And I sat down at my desk and I said, they did not give Trump immunity. Did I not say that? They gave immunity to whomever the president is. And they said as long as it is an official act, the president is immune. Yeah, they may be trying to help Donald Trump, but none of that matters. The point is, right now, Joe Biden is the president. He now has that immunity. If I were the president, it would still be running the government of the United States. But you got to see, if I'm saying I'm giving the one-time payment of $1.5 million to those 7% of the community and those who qualify based on lineage for the debt that was owed, because we never got our land. Everybody else in America back then got the land that was supposed to come to us, so it didn't pass down. And I know a lot of you don't know that, and you keep saying you weren't born during slavery. So what? Land doesn't go away. We had businesses. We have people we can leave and family that we can leave still have theirs today, and we don't have ours. But there's only 7% of us that qualifies. Okay. Then the next thing is everybody's getting weekly payments that qualify. Of course, you got to be a citizen. You have had to pay into the taxes for 10 years. And if you haven't paid into the taxes for 10 years as a adult coming out of college or high school, you got to have a job. You got to have a job. If you are a migrant, you do not qualify. If you are an immigrant, you do qualify if you have paid into the system 10 years, because you're an immigrant that just got here last year. You're in the same status as a migrant who just walked across the border. You've not paid into our system for 10 years. But if you are on year 9, then when I'm president next year, you start getting your weekly payments too. See, I'm using the taxes to relieve the debt and the poverty of Americans and help people who have companies, people who want to start companies. And that's why it's exempt. No child support, no judgments, no, we're going to count this as a resource. It is exempt because under the state of emergency, which I can call, and I don't need Congress because I now have immunity to go ahead and do it. You can take me to court, but it's going to take you about 4 or 5 years to take me to court. And I'll be in and out of office because I'm not running for a second term. And everybody who works for me also has immunity. It's qualified immunity. Whomever on my staff that I say, I want this done, here, take care of it. That's called long arm immunity. You qualify for the immunity because I've asked you to do something in my official capacity. You're not acting in your own capacity. So when I say my Secretary of the Treasury Secretary, will lower taxes, capitalists don't want to hear that. They lose their minds. When I say I'm paying reparations and that my Secretary of the Treasury is going to pay it out on my order, wait a minute. That would clear out our debt that we owe a certain part of the population that everybody in Congress does not want to pay. Oh, they give you lip service. And if I say I'm giving out them checks, 1,200, 1,776 checks to everybody that qualified based on what I said before, they lose their mind. Because if we're taking our money and rerouting it back into Americans, back into the American economy, and back into bringing people out of poverty, they don't want to hear that. They don't make money unless they keep us against each other, unless they keep us in poverty. Right? So they are losing their mind. Oh, the ruling was unconstitutional. The ruling of the Supreme Court was, yeah. I'm trying to tell you, if you keep the Democrats and Republicans in there, they're only going to enrich rich people who are capitalists. And a lot of those people are rich. They are capitalists. Now, some people think, hey, I got $1 million. I'm rich. You're not a capitalist. You're not the capitalist that they are, and you're not in the government. So by the time they take your $1 million and tax the hell out of it, you ain't got $1 million no more. Ask these people who go out here and act and make this money, and these record producers and these rappers, what happens when they have $1 million? You ain't got you maybe got 500,000 by the time the taxes eat you up. So, but my administrative staff will help people in a special program under a state of emergency, which I can do because you see, it's who you have in there that wants to do for you. But if you got somebody in there that want to get revenge against that person and revenge against that person, that we're going to be so caught up in, oh, look what he did to him and look what he did to her and look what happened. And oh my God, this is the prime opportune moment to make me president. Look at the community of policing. You can get the support and what you need for each community. Clean them drugs up out of each community. Get rid of them guns out of each community. I'm not talking about people who legally have guns. You know what I'm talking about. So don't hear the word guns and you're going to take guns and run with it. That's their talking point. That's the Democrats and Republicans' talking point. X, WhatsApp, Facebook. Facebook then told me I don't have an account no more. Or I tried to enter my account too many times because they don't want the video that I made about if I'm the president and I have immunity, I'd help us now. And yes, it's short-lived. Yes, it's only for 4 years. But in 4 years, I can bring us out and work on those things that's going wrong politically in politics with our foreign entities that we work together. Oh, they definitely don't want me to resolve that because the Republicans and the Democrats make money off of war. If you don't know that, you've been sleeping the last 50 years. Why would they want me in there to resolve what's going on with the war or the wars around the country through do you want your money? One more thing I got to show you. People always question me, so I take my little binder, my little portable binder, and I pulls it out. Don't say to me that them people can't vote, because right down the bottom it says, however, this bipartisan resolution has not been voted on in the Senate, and DC's non-citizen voting law has gone into effect. Right there at the bottom. I had so many people question me about this when I put up my sign and I said now illegal migrants can vote. All right, that's not the one I want to show you. The one I'm coming to show you is, and this is population by race. So when I say who's, I've been on it. United States bilateral investment treaties. I'm always talking about treaties. The reason I'm talking about the treaties is because this is the money that we're sending to the United States. Do you see that says September 5th, 2022 at 12:12 p.m. in the afternoon? Who? Yeah. I got some dated before this. It's almost September again, people, 2 years later. When I say I've been researching and talking about this for 2 years and making videos for 2 years, now I'm not a video expert, so there's other stuff mixed into my videos. Like when I get up and I start the video, then I forget something and the phone rings, and just swoop past that. Get to the heart of what I'm saying, people. This is our time. All of these countries we have treaties with. Don't look at the date here. This is the date that you sign. But the treaties are for 20 years and they renew for another 20 years. You only got to sign it and ratify it once. If they terminate the treaty We still have to pay out, and they still have to pay us for the next 10 years. It's just not being renewed again. But the date that it was entered into force is right here. And this is 98, 94, 96, 2001, 1989. Those treaties are still in effect right now. We are constantly paying every year $100 million to these countries. Pages and pages. I didn't even print out all of them. Pages and pages of here is where my, here where my hand is. But my eyeball can't get the screen right. So that's page 1, that's page 2. Here's page 3. Page 3. There's more, but I just couldn't print all the pages. 3, this is page 4. You see, Trinidad, right here by my hand. Tobago, to Turkey, to Tunisia, Ukraine, Uruguay, Uzbekistan. We paying these people, and then the notations are below. So that's what it tells you that the number 2 was formerly Zaire or Zaire. It's another name right now, but it says number 6, and most of them say entered into force pending United States domestic ratification process and exchange of instruments of ratification by both parties. That just means you should resign to renew it. That's all. And if there's any changes, and if there's any amendment, well, as president, if you're sending your citizens here, let Congress take me to court, because I'm getting rid of the money that you are due. I'm getting rid of the money that you are due. My cabinet members who specialize in this. See, I don't need a degree. Somebody asked me about my degree, and I pulled out the thing and I showed them, what I did in my work experience. I don't need to have the degree in foreign affairs. What I need to have is a plan, and I need to be able to read and decipher and understand. Show me. Because, see, I've been on this. This is not new, even before 2022. But since I just decided end of 2022 that I was going to run for a president of the United States, I've been looking into it more. Yeah, I can't stand that little piece of thing there, but it does it. As of June 10th, 2012, the date of termination, the treaty ceased to have effect, except that it will continue to apply for another 10 years to cover investments existing at the time of the termination. So even when you read something and on another list and it says we no longer have a treaty with them, this had to go on to 2022 so when we went into the agreement with them, and maybe they're still getting paid, but as a different country. Yeah. See, that I'm the last BIGH that they want to be president and to be informing you, because my secretary, keep laughing at me because it's not funny. Like I told the people in Newark, I was talking and I was saying something, and I was talking about how some of the people are laughing, but the migrants got a representative. The migrants got an ombudsman. They're not even citizens, and they got a representative. And those representatives, you know what they getting them? They getting them everything. You know who paying for it? Us. But we have a treaty with their country, and part of this money is to go to do exactly what we're paying them. She swung herself around so fast. She's like, "What'd you say?" Yeah. See, I can't carry everything. But I can't. I can't carry everything, and my basket may look funny to some people, but I don't care. I don't care about any of that whatsoever. This is what I do. I put my signs and my stuff in here, and we get the hell on like we need to go. This is my stuff that I carry, and I stick my sign right in here, and I push it, and I go where I need to go, I can't walk in my heels, so so they gotta sit here. And when I get where I'm going, I got a chair. I got a chair that I hook on the back of this so that I can walk because I can't stand the whole time. And then my bag goes on like that, and we go and we campaign and we do what we have to do because somebody better do it. If you think Republicans or the Democrats are going to do it, you are wrong. Even right now, they can't figure out how I got a signal when I no longer have cable. They'll figure it out because they own these devices too. They own everything. And I register everything in my name. So, all right, let me get out of here. People around here were stealing my cable, so I had to my internet signal and stuff. So when it was free, that's fine. I can still have it for free. I don't want it because everybody's attached to it. So they come in to get rid of it. Pay for it like I paid for it. I qualified for the free one because I've already paid it. I told you I worked 21 years, and then I have the jobs on the side that so I paid for mine. Y'all gonna pay for yours. You're not getting it for free off of me. And so then what I do is I come in and I turn off all my stuff. Before, when I walk in the house, automatically on my phones, my Wi-Fi would connect. No more. And so that's how they would be connected. No more. Because why? For 4 years, I've been letting them use my signal and use everything. And what do? They turn around and they knock me off because I'm talking about running for president. Because people are listening. Because people know I'm serious and they are serious. I need 800 signatures. I got 300, almost 400. I'm going to get 1,100 in case people sign. I want 300 additional ones in case people signed it and they're really not registered to vote, or they are registered to vote, but it's at a different address. So I'm just covering myself by getting 300 more. But I'm going to have my signatures to be on the ballot in New Jersey. And then the rest of the signatures, I was going to travel and go and get it. But a nice lady over in the Pakistan, over in Edison, there's the Indian community on Oak Tree Road. And the lady said, well, why did you do it like that? Just do it on da-da-da-da-da. And I said, really? I can do it that way? She said, yeah. I said, well, New Jersey, they want a signature. They want an actual signature. Then I'm looking online, and New Jersey does allow an electronic one, but not for the president. So I only need 3 states to qualify to get money from the fund. Once I get the 3 states with enough people saying, yes, we'd like to support her, they'll then give me some money. And you won't have to see signs like this. You won't have to see it. But for now, you got to see it. For now, I got to do this. It says, we are running for office. You voters keep rejecting us. Americans laugh when a citizen runs for president, but the capitalists are paying attention to the migrants. Golda for president. Golda D. Harris for president. No, I'm not related to Kamala Harris. No shade. We're just not related. All right, I gotta go. But I wanted to share that because these people are losing their minds, blocking my signal, cutting me off. If you think that I'm going to take votes from Joe Biden or from Donald Trump, it's not me that's taking anything from anybody. What it is that these people were never voting for you in the first place. So stop trying to block me. You're not going to stop me from running for president. I don't care how much you think And now they really hate it because I said I'm paying out the weekly payments to Americans. Why? Is everyone entitled to our taxes except for us? Goddamn migrants came here and they didn't gave them loans, businesses, grants that they won't give to the farmers. And everybody got their nose up here. See, they stick together, those migrants. That's another thing I was saying, how the migrants stick together. Is somebody walked right on over and said, you know what, lady, you right. They do stick together. They don't care how the person's hair look. The person that's representing them could show up in sneakers, t-shirts, and jeans. Oh, you are representative? Okay, you're going to talk to the person in office and make sure that we have it. You got people standing in line at the Social Security office, waiting, line going around the corner. Guess what? The migrants, they walk right up, they open the door, they go right in. So keep laughing at me because you might be working right now, but eventually you're going to need your benefits too. So keep doing this. I had to tell some people yesterday, like, so listen, y'all not hurting me. Y'all not hurting me. I'm grandfathered in. I'm 56. I'm about to turn 57 in a couple of months. How possibly are you hurting me? But I do have children, and my children have my grandchildren. I have 8 grandchildren and 2 children. This is going to affect them. It's going to affect yours. It's going to affect the next ones. It's going to affect the white, the black, the Asians, the Americans, the Indians, the Native Americans. It's going to affect everybody that's an American, whether you were born here or whether you are a migrant or whether you were allowed to stay here and you are now an American. It's going to affect all of us. You cannot have 340 million people that are Americans and then drop another 100 million on us, which is what this government has allowed. So let them keep doing that. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm just trying to help us out. But you got to help me out. I need them signatures. And let's see how long it takes them to block this. Have a good day. As it is, the stuff no longer shows up as things are black when they should be blue. Things are white when they should be red. But I promise you, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and whoever the fools that own Alphabet are, I promise you, if the people of this country are smart enough to wake up and make me president, I can't even say everything. Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and Project 2025. See, all of them working together. They're working together against us. They do not want me to help Americans. The world ain't gonna fall apart if I'm the president. We'll just be in a better position. And that's my whole goal. Put Americans in a better position. And thank you to the senior citizens and the Republicans that have signed my petition. I love it. They understand what I'm saying. If we don't stick together as Americans, forget all the rest of that stuff. This ain't about revenge. All them people that I just mentioned, their company is still going to be working, is still going to be running. But we Americans are going to get something out of it. I gotta go. Have a good day. People losing their